Hi, today is Friday, June 2nd, 2023. I am just goofing around at this beautiful Korean pavilion, Agoda, outside Gwangju, near my rice paddy over there. So I came out here to check out my rice paddy to see how the crops are growing. But today I'm going to read some English article, then study Chinese and read this interesting book by what's his name? Malcolm Gladwell. He's a good company, and the book name is What the Dog Saw. I about 100 pages are left before I finish the work. So I'll just try to read the English article to practice English and also to pick up knowledge. Today, let's see. I'm back and I'll read another article about chicken farming in the United States. The reason I am interested in this business is that my brother-in-law offered to take over a 150,000 chicken farm outside Gwangju City, and I think I have enough money to bankroll the takeover, because if I get a loan from the bank, probably I would have sufficient amount of money to have my own to buy the chicken farm. But since I work for KT Korea Telecom, the number one carrier in the world in Korea, I still have to be careful because my job offers good pay. Although it's small, it's a good pay, and I have very limited knowledge about the chicken farming. I raised about 100 chickens before last year, and also I raised rabbits, goats, and pigs before as a child, but that would not be enough. I visited several farms on a business trip, and that's not enough either. So Tyson Foods are quite a brand in America. I'm not sure if I ate any cookies from Tyson Foods, but uh, I heard that it's a good company, great company, big company. So let's see how they are doing, and they are into contract farming. So let's find out how they help the chicken farming industry in America, and see, and also Tyson Foods. If you need a good speaking, good English speaking Korean man to hire, please contact me. Don't hesitate. I will be retiring soon in 5 years' time. So I'll take any job offer you dish out. So here we go. Home, where we are, our partners, farmers. This one is from Tyson Foods. That's plural. And here we go. Feeding the world with America's poultry farmers. Tyson Foods began a chicken business nearly 90 years ago, and today we are not one of the leading supporters of U.S. poultry farmers. We depend on our network of small and independent farmers to supply our plants, and we only succeed when they also succeed. We have been working with poultry farmers on a contractual basis since the late 1940s. That's good. You are the leader in that area. We supply the birds and feed, as well as technical expertise, while the poultry farmer provides the labor, housing, and utilities to support the birds. This benefits the farmers because it insulates, that's good expression, it insulates the farmer from the risk of changing market prices for chicken and feed ingredients such as corn and soybean meal, which represents most of the cost of raising a chicken. So corn and soybean meal. It insulates, let me go over the expression. It insulates the farmer from the risk of changing market prices for chicken and feed ingredients such as corn and soybean meal, which represents most of the cost of raising a chicken. So, farmers' compensation is not dependent on what the feed costs or prices at the grocery store. This benefits American consumers because the incentive-based pay system helps keep the price of the nutritious chicken affordable for millions of families and the food service industry. Incentive-based pay system. The incentive-based pay system. This system has been successfully helping feed America and the world for nearly a century. Today, as demand for chicken goes up, it is to our benefit to help all of our partner farmers deliver healthy birds to help meet this demand. When they succeed, our own business does better. In fact, a 2022 study by agriculture economist Dr. Thomas Allen found that the median income of contract poultry farmers was significantly higher than both all farm households and all U.S. households. That's good. All farm households. Today, we pay nearly $820 million annually to the more than 3,600 poultry farmers who contract with us. Traditionally, companies like Tyson provide incentives to farmers to deliver safer, healthier, and better quality chickens, while every farmer gets paid a base rate. Farmers who deliver birds above the average standard can receive a bonus that's based off a point system. Bonus that's based off a point system. That's interesting expression. That's based off a point system. Simply put, Tyson pays more for better performance, a concept shared across many industries. Based off a point system. So they have their own system, incentive-based pay system, that is similar to the point system. So off means similar. However, we recognize there are other ways to incentivize performance, and so we've been piloting different types of payment systems. For example, at our Humboldt, Tennessee facility, farmers get a base rate depending on the size of their poultry barns. They can also receive bonuses depending on the quality and efficiency of their flock. Respecting our partners, we respect and value the contribution of the farmers we work with and have detailed guidance for our relationship in the Tyson Foods Contract Poultry Farmers Bill of Rights, which we launched in 19. There's a typo. I think there should be a single N, not double N, in 2018. Highlights include the farmers' right to information detailing how much they are paid, discuss their contract with outside parties, including legal counsel, a fixed-length contract that can only be terminated for cause, join an association of contract poultry farmers, industry-leading poultry welfare standards, and training on those standards. We also established a contract poultry farmer advisory council so we could have open, transparent communications between poultry farmers and Tyson. One of the outcomes of this council was the creation of an app that gives farmers access to real-time information on when the company will deliver chicks from the hatchery or feed to their farms, allowing them time to properly prepare their facilities for the birds. That's interesting. So here, the interesting term is a fixed length contract, right? Not it can also be a fixed term contract. So a fixed length contract, you should remember. And outside parties, that's another good term. Outside part. What happened? What happened? What's going on? And I cannot select the content, man. What is going on? And also, it can be only be terminated for cause. That's very succinct expression. For cause, right? If there's something terrible occurs, can be alternative, but that's long sentence. But the legally good term, succinct term is the contract can be terminated for cause. Vin and Jeremy, a family farm, we proudly work with thousands of independent poultry farmers across the country every day, bringing quality protein from family farms to family tables. Some families, like Jeremy and Vince, have been raising chickens for us for generations. For them, it's more than just a reputation. It's about producing good quality product for the consumer. And Vin says farming is one of the best decisions he's made. Let's check it out. If it's long, I'll just cut it short and continue to read. William and Leah feeding
We've
the
been
world.
living on the farm 46 years. Built the first poultry house in 1980. The second one in 1982. We've just continuously upgraded since then.
I grew up on a farm. My dad, he drove a bread truck, and he probably built his first house in the early 60s.
We have 3 older birth sons. But when Mike was 17, which is the baby, we decided to foster. And fostering led into adoption. We adopted 4 foster children. A few years after that, we adopted Andy. 2 years later, we adopted Will. We knew we wanted our kids to have a college education, and we knew we wanted to provide it and didn't want them to be saddled with student debt and all. And we decided that these poultry houses, that's what it was going to be used for, to raise the kids, give them college educations, and it did that.
It has been great, because like I said, we put our kids through college, was able to buy them a vehicle. That's an accomplishment.
I am happy with our pay scale. I'm happy with the fact that they expect me to do a good job, but I want to do a good job, and I want to be compensated for it. I feel like we do go beyond and then get the same amount of pay for someone that just does the bare minimum. That's not fair, and it's not conducive to a good operation. I think competition is important. I mean, it's so important. That's what makes a better product. I don't care what you do. I'm potentially feeding my grandchildren, my kids. And I just want people to think that I'm making a difference in a good quality product. We're feeding the world. And I'm proud that we're doing it in a healthy, humane way.
Anybody asks me, who you grow chickens for, I'm always proud to tell them, Tyson, because I think they're outstanding.
I can say we owe everything to Tyson. I'm so
Wow.
blessed.
Okay, very
I can't
loyal
think of a better
contract
job.
partner.
Still feel great. No health issues. So as long as I'm healthy, I'm gonna keep growing chickens.
Very good. You are a very good family. Yeah, I would be interested going over there and working for you or when I retire if you pay me well. I'm sure you will pay me well for my knowledge, my English capability, and also my expertise in the IT industry and the mechanical engineering, and also my insight and so on. Yes, that's good company. Doug and June, dedicated quality. Meet Doug and June, a family that has put their heart and soul into farming for over 40 years. Put their heart and soul into farming. Put their heart and soul into farming. Put their heart and soul into farming. Doug says he's proud to be a poultry farmer for Tyson Foods, a name that represents fair, competitive pay, animal welfare standards, and everyone working together to ensure a quality product. American made is a Tyson chicken produced in the USA. Meet Bill and Jeff Bill, a truck driver for Tyson Foods, and Jeff is a poultry farmer. They've been friends for 5 decades. They grew up together and spent their whole life in the same community. Jeff is thankful for the oversight, technology, and advancements in the American farming industry. As Jeff says, farmers are important, and he's built something pretty special. I thought they were related, but obviously not. We are committed, Grant. Farmer Grant is looking forward to passing down his farm to his son. Poultry farming has made his diversified operation financially stable enough to do that. He believes you get out of it what you put into it with poultry farming. He takes good care of his chickens and he sees the results when he sells them. He takes pride in feeding the world. He knows a chicken doesn't just come from grocery stores, it comes from farms. Passing down, bequeath, inherit, right? Bequeath. Passing down his farm to his son. Farmer Grant is looking forward to passing down his farm to his son. Related videos. Scott, a third-generation grower. Scott's family has been raising chickens for us for generations. For them, it's a source of pride and a labor of love. That's another good cliche. A labor of love. Thank you for helping feed the world. Tyson poultry farmer Jack. Farmer Jack and her husband grew up farming. They know the value of hard work and wanted to pass that on to their kids. She is keenly focused on animal welfare. We are committed, Vin. Farmer Vin left a job as a systems administrator for the opportunity to farm so that he could see his efforts pay off and to have something to leave his children. Wow, systems administrator. Yeah, I work for Korea Telecom KT, number one carrier in Korea. We have something in common, Jeff, Vin. You should contact me to see if we could work together, have some business. I wouldn't mind going over to your farm and checking it out and get paid and so on. Maybe I could give you some insight from third party. Let's check out his video to see what he has to say. Advertisement. Yeah, I don't use premium because it's expensive.
I was a system administrator for a company, basically take care of the network from anything from the server to router, switch. And to me, it was to kind of get to a point where it's just kind of the boredom of doing that same routine every day. It's a change in lifestyle.
I understand.
Definitely. But it's one opportunity to allow me to own my own business, to feel like my effort or my contribution is towards something that I can have at the end, and also something that I can leave behind for my children. One thing about Tyson is that great, and they do provide you support in every aspect. I would not be as successful as I am today without his input, without his help and support. Rain or shine, he was here. Flood. Yeah, and flood.
Rain
in the end, it's my reputation and Tyson's reputation that we put out good quality product for the consumer. When we made this decision to become chicken farmer, most of my associate people that know me, friends and family, was really surprised that we was willing to give up the lifestyle that we've known for 40 years.
Wow,
I would definitely have to say that's one of the best decisions that we made together. Yeah.
Good for you. Good going. Then, Tyson Foods, yeah, I'll just subscribe. Let's go back to my article. Frequently asked questions. What is contract poultry farming? What is contract poultry farming? The practice of farmers raising chickens under contract for poultry processing companies has been around since the 1930s and is the industry standard. Means the practice is prevalent across America, Tyson, and also across Korea, maybe across China too. Tyson Foods has been working with poultry farmers on a contract basis since the late 1940s, and it's been a relationship we believe works well for both the farmer and the company. We supply the birds and feed and provide technical advice, while the poultry farmer provides the labor, housing, and utilities. Labor, housing, utilities. This cooperation between Tyson Foods and family farms increases efficiency and quality while maintaining affordable prices for consumers. The average farmer has been raising chickens for Tyson Foods for 17 years. Wow, that's long. Some farm families have been raising chickens for us for 3 generations. What are the benefits for farmers? What are the benefits for farmers? Contract farming insulates the farmer from the risk of changing market prices for chicken and feed ingredients such as corn and soybean meal, which represents the majority of the cost of raising chicken. So farmers' compensation is not dependent on what the feed costs or prices at the grocery store. We just read this paragraph in the main context. How long have most contract farmers been raising chickens for Tyson Foods? 17 years. How long? Yeah, average contract poultry farmer has been raising chickens for Tyson Foods for nearly 17 years. Nearly 30% of our contract poultry farmers have been raising birds for us for 3 generations. Speaking to the strength of the relationship with Tyson, and we often receive inquiries from other farmers also interested in raising chickens for us. How long are Tyson Foods contracts with poultry farmers? How long are the Tyson Foods contracts? The average contract we have with our poultry farmers is for 10 years. How are the farmers for broiler chickens paid? We use a performance-based incentive system that rewards poultry farmers for raising high-quality birds. The details are outlined in written contracts with the farms. All farmers get paid a minimum base rate for the chickens they raise and can also earn a premium for bird quality. The incentive system rewards poultry farmers who safely and effectively raise chickens that meet our farmers' customers' demands while meeting all standards of animal welfare. The payment formula includes such factors as the number of birds, amount of feed used, the performance of their flock compared to those raised by other contract farmers, and the weight of the birds delivered to the processing plant. Those processing plant or abattoir. Is Tyson Foods the only poultry company using this payment system? No, it's used by many poultry processing companies in the U.S. to determine farmer compensation and keep nutritious chicken affordable for millions of American families and restaurants. How much money does a farmer make? Income from chicken farming varies and depends on a number of factors. For some farmers, it is a sole source of income. For many, it's a supplemental income to another job or the raising of crops or other livestock. In fact, a 2020 study by agriculture economist Dr. Thomas Allen found that the median income of contract poultry farmers was significantly higher than both all farm households and all U.S. households. The farmers we work with are also paid in a timely manner, receiving their first payment promptly before the close of the 15th day following the week in which they were delivered to the plant. Before the close of the 15th day following the week in which they were delivered to the plant. So it's you have to wait 15 days after the chickens were delivered. Yeah, I can wait. 1 month, even 2 months. Are there federal regulations protecting broiler chicken farmer rights in a contract relationship? Tricky question. The poultry processor broiler chicken farmer relationship is extensively regulated by federal law. For example, by law, farmers are entitled to a written copy of their contract with a poultry company, information detailing how much they are paid, information explaining how contract can be canceled, a right to a 90-day written notice of the processor's intention to terminate the contract, right to terminate the contract with the processor by giving a 90-day written notice. So it's a mutual protection, mutual insulation clauses, right to discuss their contract with outside parties, right to join an association of farmers, of course. Do chicken farmers need to take on debt to start or expand their business? Chicken farming is like any other business. People often have to borrow some money to start, improve, or expand their operations. Each of our contract chicken farmers must decide on their own the size and scope of their operations and how much debt they are willing to take on. Do you require farmers to upgrade their chicken houses? Other than improvements, maintenance, or repairs to address animal well-being issues, we do not require equipment or housing specification upgrades in the middle of the contracts. In recent years, the technology to modernize chicken housing has become more widely used in the industry and benefits are better known. So we require farmers to meet a set of housing specifications that are outlined in the contracts. The benefits of more modern housing include a more comfortable living environment for the birds with improved ventilation and more uniform temperatures through the barn. It also saves energy to heat and cool the house, which is in savings for the farmer. Does Tyson Foods help chicken farmers experiencing problems with the performance of their farm? We work closely with our farmers, including regular visits from our service technicians to provide support and technical expertise. In fact, we invest more than $30 million every year to help small, independent farmers implement agricultural best practices, including animal welfare. While you help independent farmers, if a farmer is not performing well, we have a program in place designed to help get them and their small business back on track. That's good expression. If a farmer is not performing well, we have a program in place. We have a program in place that is designed to help get them and their farm business back on track, back on track, right? A program in place. What types of rights do farmers have as a part of their contract? All farmers who grow chickens for Tyson Foods have rights, which are part of their contract. The rights are outlined in the contract Poultry Farmers Bill of Rights. What different types of payment systems are you piloting? At facilities like Humboldt, Tennessee, farmers get a base rate depending on the size of their poultry operation. They can also receive bonuses depending on the quality and efficiency of their flock. Additional resources. A bird's eye view of how chicken farmers are paid. This structure, based on the most fundamental elements of the business atmosphere, is the best way to ensure that the chicken farmers are rewarded for producing quality chickens in an environmentally sustainable way. It also ensures that environmentally sustainable way, ESG. It also ensures that the welfare of the birds is the farmer's top priority. Environmentally sustainable way, not just one-time farming, but generation of generation farming. So it is called sustainable, environmentally sustainable. Yeah, I will read that article later. This one has been from Tyson Foods, and we learned many expressions such as the system in place, back on track, environmentally sustainable. If farmer is not performing well, independent farmers, contract farmers, mutual insulation. It insulates the farmers from the fluctuating prices. Chickens eat soy and peas and soybeans. Tyson Foods. We met Vin. We met the family who adopted 4 children. I forgot their names, but and also we covered the FAQ well, haven't we? Where are they? Yeah, Doug and June, William and Leah, right? William and Leah. They are very humane people. I would like to work for you, man.
Before I became a chicken
Contract
farmer,
poultry.
I was in the software industry.
What software industry? Yeah, I work for Korea
Before I
Telecom,
became a chicken
KT, number
farmer,
one carrier
I
in Korea.
was in the software industry.
I was in the IT field as IT manager till 2016 when my brother introduced me to farming.
My parents moved out from Utah to become chicken farmers because they really liked it. Me and my wife came out and looked at it and we said, this is what we want to do.
This is a true family farm. I have my son, his wife, and I have 5 grandkids, and me and my wife, we all live here in the same property.
We're producing chicken and food for people all over the country, and it's hard work and it's rewarding, and to give that life to my kids, it's a blessing.
For us to make money, we have to be able to produce a good product. And in order to do that, we do put in
I
a lot
think
of
he's
effort
the same guy,
and love
man.
into what we do.
We've had a really good experience with how we are incentivized as growers to, if we do better, we're gonna make more money. I think if everyone got paid the same, I think that would actually hurt the animal in the end, because then there's going to be people that just don't care because they make the same amount of money either way. I think that's detrimental and harmful.
It makes you strive to do better. That's where you invest. That's why you stand differently. You like to see the reward come from that effort.
So it takes people like us, my mom, my dad, to produce that food. Then you have a team of people that help you along the way, especially with Tyson. They have the best people. I think we're very fortunate that we get to work with Tyson. There's always someone behind what you see on that package, and someone worked really hard for it. Chicken farmers don't do it just for ourselves.
I love what I do. I love that my family involved. I love that they're all here to be able to do that with me.
Farming is the best thing in the world.
In this video, the dad looks a little bit chubbier, but he's in good health, I think. Bill of Rights,